If you're a thrill seeker, an adventurer at heart, or simply someone captivated by the raw, untamed power of the natural world, you need to hear this. Deep within the labyrinthine waterways of the Amazon, a place where myths are born from the shadows and the water itself seems to breathe, a discovery has been made that challenges our understanding of the limits of life. This is a story that begins in the heart of the world's largest rainforest, a realm of staggering biodiversity, where countless species still await their scientific debut. For centuries, this emerald kingdom has guarded its secrets fiercely, whispering tales of colossal river monsters and ancient predators that patrol its murky depths. Among these legends, one creature reigns supreme, the Anaconda, a name that evokes a primal mix of fear and fascination. But what if the legends were not just stories? What if the reality was even more astonishing? In early 2024, a team of scientists, led by Professor Brian Fry from the University of Queensland, embarked on an expedition into the Bameno region of the Ecuadorian Amazon. They were there at the invitation of the Waorani people, an indigenous community that has coexisted with these giant serpents for generations. Their mission was not just to find anacondas, but to understand them, to study the impacts of environmental changes on their habitat. For days, they navigated the winding rivers, their senses on high alert. The air was thick with humidity and the chorus of the jungle. They were searching for a ghost, a creature that is a master of camouflage, spending most of its life submerged, with only its eyes and nostrils breaking the surface. Then, they found it. Not just any anaconda, but a true titan, a colossal female resting in the shallows, her immense body coiled like a living dam. The Waorani hunters, with their unparalleled knowledge of the forest, guided the team, approaching the leviathan with a mixture of reverence and practiced skill. Capturing an animal of this size and power is an exercise in extreme caution and coordination. It's a delicate dance between scientific necessity and profound respect for one of the planet's most formidable predators. What the team discovered next was even more groundbreaking than the snake's incredible size. For decades, science recognized only one species of green anaconda. It was believed to range across the entirety of its South American habitat. But as the researchers collected tissue and blood samples, a different story began to emerge. Back in the lab, genetic analysis revealed a stunning truth. This giant from the north was not the same as its southern relatives. The DNA told an unambiguous story. They had found a completely new species. The genetic divergence was significant, around 5.5%. To put that in perspective, the genetic difference between humans and chimpanzees is only about 2%. This was a monumental finding, evidence of a separate evolutionary path that had gone unnoticed for centuries. In honor of this discovery and the region it calls home, the new species was officially named. In the local Waorani language, Akayima means great snake, a fitting tribute to both the animal and the indigenous people who helped introduce it to the scientific world. This is the northern green anaconda. So, just how big is this newly crowned queen of the Amazon? The measurements are staggering. The female anaconda documented by Professor Fry's team measured an incredible 20.7 feet or 6.3 meters in length. And its weight? An estimated 440 pounds, or about 200 kilograms. To visualize that, imagine a snake as long as a giraffe is tall, with a body as thick as a car tire. Its head alone was described as being the size of a human's. This single specimen is massive enough to rival a fully grown male gorilla in weight. It immediately enters the conversation for the largest snake ever scientifically verified. But here's where the story gets even more tantalizing. The Waorani people speak of even larger individuals in their territory, with anecdotal reports claiming snakes exceeding 25 feet and weighing over 1,000 pounds. While these reports remain unconfirmed by science, the discovery of lends them a newfound credibility. It suggests that the upper size limit for these creatures may be far greater than we ever imagined. This could rewrite the record books. But for now, science proceeds with caution, relying on the incredible, verified data they already have. The northern green anaconda is a master of its environment. As a semi-aquatic constrictor, it is perfectly adapted to a life spent in and around water. Its habitat consists of the slow-moving rivers, swamps, and flooded grasslands of the northern Amazon basin, including countries like Ecuador, Colombia, Venezuela, and parts of the Guianas. Unlike its southern cousin, which often inhabits more open savannas, is a creature of the dense, shadowy rainforest. Its olive-green skin, adorned with large black blotches, provides superb camouflage in the dappled light and murky water. It's an ambush predator of the highest order. Lying motionless, often completely submerged with just its eyes and nostrils peeking above the surface, it waits patiently for prey. Its diet is varied and depends on its size. Younger anacondas might feed on fish, birds, and small mammals. But a full-grown adult like the one discovered can take on much larger prey, including capybaras, deer, and even caimans, the Amazon's own formidable crocodilians. It doesn't use venom. Its power lies in constriction. With a lightning-fast strike, it seizes its prey, coils its immensely powerful body around it, and squeezes until it suffocates its meal before swallowing it whole. The discovery of reignites a classic debate among herpetologists. Which snake is truly the world's biggest? For years, the title has been contested by two giants, the green anaconda, known for its immense weight and girth, and the reticulated python of Southeast Asia, which holds the record for length. Reticulated pythons have been reliably measured at over 25 feet, making them the longest snakes on the planet. However, they are far more slender. Anacondas are the heavyweights. A 20-foot anaconda can easily outweigh a 25-foot python. Now, we have two distinct green anaconda species to consider. The southern green anaconda is already a behemoth. The northern green anaconda appears to reach, and perhaps even exceed, those colossal proportions. So, while the reticulated python remains the undisputed champion of length, the title of heaviest and most massive snake on Earth now firmly belongs to the genus Chi, with this new northern species being a top contender for the crown. It's a fascinating distinction. One is a long, elegant ruler. The other is a thick, powerful titan. Working with an animal of this magnitude is not for the faint of heart. It requires a team of experienced professionals, immense respect for the animal, and stringent safety protocols. Professor Fry and his team, working alongside the Warani, demonstrated a masterclass in ethical fieldwork. The goal is always to minimize stress on the animal. Captures are swift, handling is gentle, and the time spent out of the water is kept to an absolute minimum. Every measurement, every sample taken is done with a purpose, to gather vital data that can help protect the species. An anaconda of this size possesses incredible power. A single squeeze from its coils can be lethal. The researchers must be constantly aware of the snake's position, its breathing, and its temperament. There is no room for error. This is not about conquering a monster. It is about studying a magnificent creature in its natural habitat. The release is as important as the capture. Watching the team guide the massive snake back into the water, seeing it glide away into the depths, is a powerful reminder of the relationship between scientist and subject. One built on curiosity, caution, and a deep-seated desire for conservation. The discovery of is a moment of celebration, but it arrives with a somber warning. As an apex predator, the northern green anaconda is a crucial indicator of ecosystem health. A thriving population of these giants means the entire food web beneath them is robust and healthy, but their habitat is under severe threat. The Amazon is facing unprecedented challenges from deforestation for agriculture, pollution from oil spills, and the impacts of climate change, which cause more frequent droughts and wildfires. Professor Fry's research highlights that the northern green anaconda's habitat is particularly affected by oil extraction activities. Heavy metals and other pollutants from these operations leach into the water, accumulating in the food chain. As the top predator, the anaconda absorbs these toxins in high concentrations, which can affect its health and reproductive capabilities. The very existence of this magnificent new species is therefore precarious. Its discovery is a powerful call to action. Protecting the great snake means protecting the entire ecosystem it inhabits, the water, the forests, and all the life they contain. Anacondas have long been victims of their own reputation, demonized in folklore and Hollywood as man-eating monsters. It's time to separate fact from fiction. One common myth is that anacondas crush their prey's bones into pulp. In reality, constriction is a far more sophisticated process. The snake's coils interrupt blood flow and breathing, leading to a relatively quick death by suffocation or circulatory collapse. Crushing bones would be an inefficient use of energy. Another pervasive myth is that anacondas are aggressive man-eaters, actively hunting humans. While any large predator is potentially dangerous, documented fatal attacks on humans are exceedingly rare. Anacondas are shy, reclusive animals that prefer to avoid contact. Most defensive bites occur when they are surprised or feel threatened. Humans are not part of their natural diet. Finally, there's the myth of the 50-foot anaconda. While the discovery of proves that truly gigantic snakes exist, claims of snakes reaching such impossible lengths remain firmly in the realm of fantasy. The 20.7-foot specimen is already at the extreme upper end of what has been scientifically verified. Understanding the truth about these animals is the first step toward replacing fear with respect and ensuring their survival. The discovery of the northern green anaconda is more than just the unveiling of a new species. It is a profound reminder that our planet is still full of wonders, with secrets hidden in its most remote corners. It underscores the vital importance of scientific exploration and the invaluable knowledge of indigenous communities who have lived in harmony with these environments for millennia. The great snake is a symbol of the Amazon's wild, untamed spirit. Its existence challenges us to be better stewards of the natural world, to protect these fragile ecosystems before more species vanish before we even know they are there. The story of this Amazonian titan is not over. It has just begun, and it serves as a powerful testament to the fact that even in the 21st century, there are still giants in the earth. If you were captivated by this incredible discovery and want to explore more of the mysteries our planet has to offer, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. There's always another wonder waiting to be uncovered.